Hello and welcome to Matt's Foodies. I promise to bring recipes under 10K that you can enjoy during this Christmas period. Now, number one on our list, and we start today, is catfish okra soup. Here I have catfish, two large catfish for 6,000 naira, okra for 700 naira, palm oil for 500 naira, onion for 300 naira, seasonings and salt for 200 naira, crayfish for 200 naira, palm oil for 500 naira, hot leaves and pepper for 500 naira. First of all, I wash off the catfish in cold water with salt, soak it in for a few minutes before rinsing it out, and then I pour cold water, or hot water rather, very hot water, and I leave it in the hot water for about 1 minute. Please don't put it for more than 1 minute if you don't want the skin to tear, okay? I like my skin intact, the skin of the fish intact, so I leave it for just 1 minute, and then I find a way to take it out of the hot water. Is that you take it out of the hot water or you add cold water so you can tolerate while washing, okay? So here I just decided to pick it up because the water was extremely hot and I did not have space to add cold water. So I decided to pick it out, and then I added cold water to the other one and washed. Look at that. I'm washing it one after the other. Now, this is the most important part of this recipe because I've eaten catfish okra soup before that was really smelling like I couldn't even tolerate it. I couldn't even eat it. So washing your catfish is the greatest part of this recipe. Every other thing is so easy. In fact, this one is easy as well, okay? Just wash your catfish and that's all. This is the easiest and one of the cheapest soups you can prepare. It's cheap, it's easy to prepare, and it's absolutely delicious and presentable. It can serve anybody, kings and everyone, okay? So you really need to eat this in this season. So you need to watch closely. So look at that. I went in to remove all the white scum that came up there while in hot water. Look at that. I'm doing that carefully. Right? Now, this can feed 5 to 10 people. I actually got 10 pieces of catfish from here. Remember, they are large catfish of 3,000 naira worth each. I don't know how much catfish is worth in your location, but my location, I actually got this less than 3,000 naira per piece, and they are really large. And then I got 5 pieces from each of it, meaning I had 10 pieces altogether. So depending on the quantity you want to eat, so like I said, this can feed 5 to 10 people. Can you even beat that with 7,500 naira? Everything I mentioned is about 7,500 naira, right? Everything I mentioned is a little bit less than, let's say, about 8,000 naira, right? The catfish and the okra and the onion, and then these other things for another 1,000. So that's about 8,000 naira. And then you use 2,000 naira and buy any swallow of your choice. Any swallow of your choice. Do you want me to go through the list again? Catfish, 6,000 naira. Okra and onion, 1,000 naira. That's 6,000 naira. Pepper, hot leaf, palm oil for another 1,000 naira. That's 8,000 naira. And then seasonings and crayfish. Remember, you're not using too much crayfish, okay? Just about 1 teaspoon. In fact, it depends on the quantity of the soup. You can actually cook the soup without crayfish, okay? But if you really want to, maybe just a tablespoon, okay? 1 to 2 tablespoons. So all that is about 8,000 naira. And then you use the remaining 2,000 and buy either gari or semo or yam that you're going to pound. And you have premium enjoyment. Premium enjoyment, okay? All right. So like I said, look at me opening up the mouth to wash. This is where you clean this thing properly. The head is actually my favorite part of catfish. Can you imagine that? So I take time to wash it. Look at that. I'm opening that mouth up. I'm opening that up to wash it thoroughly. Then I remove the fins. The vendor actually tried to remove the fin, but he didn't do it thoroughly. So I'm removing the leftover fins and cleaning them out properly. Wow. So this is the number one thing you need to do. This is why you mustn't skip this part, because washing the catfish, after washing the catfish, men, you've done 50% of the work, right? And the rest is just in a matter of minutes, 5 minutes or so, your catfish is ready. Catfish okro soup is ready. So first thing is to do this, and then after this, you now go ahead to prepare the okra and the rest of the things. But I tell you, this is the most important aspect of this recipe. All right. Please do not forget to like this video. Click on the like button, please. Yes, do that now, please. Click on the like button. If you are yet to subscribe to my channel, I'm going to be bringing more of these recipes. You don't want to miss it. Click on the subscribe button so that you'll be notified each time I bring these videos, okay? Click on the subscribe button. And why don't you leave a comment, okay? Try this out. Ask a question. Let me know what the outcome was like. I know you're going to have a great outcome, okay? If you follow through, don't think you know how to do it. Follow through so that you can cook a very delicious one. There are some tips and some tricks that I'm going to be giving at the course of the video so that you can actually enjoy the most of this catfish okra soup. Some people don't know how to do it. Some people don't know how to cook it very well. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm taking time to show you these things. Right? So this is the second head that we're washing. Why am I taking my time to do this? So you know how to do it. So you don't just rinse off and that's all, okay? So the next thing is to dice the onions and the things that I'm going to be using to season the catfish. Look at that. It shouldn't be too big. Actually, this 3-hole onion is what I'm going to use both for the cooking of the soup and for the seasoning of the fish, okay? So at this point, I have my peppers and other things ready. So I transfer, I actually needed a large pot. You need a large pot to do this, okay? So that you don't stack your fish on top of each other. You don't want your fish to break. So you need to use a pot that has a wide base, right? That can take all the fish, all the pieces of fish. So I'm adding salt now. And I'm adding seasoning cubes. I may not be adding seasoning cubes and salt to the main soup depending on how it tastes, okay? So I'm adding all that here so that the fish can absorb everything and taste really good. Some people don't know how to cook catfish, so you just hold on. So I added just a little bit of hot water to use and cook. You can use normal water, okay? So I added onion, pepper, and then I bring it to a boil. Onion, pepper, seasoning cubes, and salt. Right at this point, I want to turn the sides one after the other. You don't just mix everything like I said, you don't want it to scatter, okay? So you are turning it gently one after the other, and then your fish is done. You keep it aside and prepare the rest of the things for the soup. Here I'm going to cut 2 batches of okra, the slim side and the one that's a little bit fat. This side is the one I'm going to pound. I'm going to pound this one. I'm not blending it because I don't want it to be too smooth. Yes. So I do that and I set it aside. And then I put the main pot on fire, allow it to dry, and then add palm oil. So when it heats up for about 1 to 2 minutes, when it's hot, you add your diced onion. Yeah. If you want more pepper, you can add here. And then the pound okra. Okay. At this point, just know that this is just a walkover. You've already prepared all these things, so it takes a matter of just less than 5 minutes and the soup is done. After washing the fish, cutting the okra, in less than 5 minutes, expect your soup to be ready. If you have not liked, please do that now. Like this video. Leave a comment, please. And click on the subscription button if you've not yet subscribed. What are you waiting for? Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Right, so That's the okra, and then I'm just adding the stock from the fish, and then I'm adding the little crayfish, right? And then the next thing to add is the other part of the okra. Remember, we cut 2 batches of okra, okay? I hope you are following through. 2 batches of okra. We're teaching you how to make a perfect catfish okra soup. At this point, you test and adjust on any ingredients if you want to add a little more salt or a little more seasoning. But most times I don't even need it because I get to add enough in the fish because I want my fish to really be tasty. So at this point, this soup is done. As you've seen it, the soup is done. So I'm just bringing the catfish. I didn't want to keep stirring along with the okra so that it doesn't break. So look at that. What you should do now is to get your swallow ready. Add your fish and then add any leaf of your choice. You can add pumpkin leaf or you can add hot leaf, okay? I recommend hot leaf. That's a perfect one for this soup, okay? The Igbos in Nigeria call it uzuza leaf. The Akwa Ibomites call and the Calabars call it odusa leaf. Look at that head, my favorite part, wow. Okay, so I'm pouring the leftover stock. So at this point, you just turn it gently, just stir it gently, and you add the leaf, and your soup is ready. Please click on the subscribe button, okay? Do not forget to like. Don't forget to leave a comment, okay? Leave a comment. Ask me a question. If there's anything you don't understand thoroughly, ask a question. I'm here to respond, okay? And let me know if you'll be trying this. And let me know the outcome. I know you're going to have a great outcome. So look at that. Just dish it out and enjoy with any swallow of your choice. Do not forget to like. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.